Hi, it's Charlotte with Refined Substance. I'm here on the ground at the mining investment event in Quebec City. I'm here with the new CEO of Nuvau Minerals, Christina McCarthy. Great to meet you. Thank you so much for joining me.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
So, firstly, congratulations on your new role.
Thank you.
What made you step into that CEO position?
Yeah, so I'm a geologist by background. I've looked at a lot of properties. I sold Paycor back in 2023, 11 months after it went public to IE for 90 billion. And since then, I have looked at a very long list of properties. And in that list, there's so many things that you have to take into account: jurisdiction, really the permit, metallurgy. And one of the biggest things to me also in terms of jurisdiction was the magnitude of exploration upside that property had to have. And this property is so big in size. It's 85 kilometers in strike length. It's kind of a 1,400 square kilometers in size. I mean, you can fit the Sudbury Basin into this property. You can fit 10 countries into this property. And it's less than 5% explored for base metals and never explored for gold. So when you think about the possibilities of making discoveries, I believe this is the camp. It's right in the heart of the Abitibi of Quebec. You can't get better geology than that. And in terms of jurisdictions, it's Quebec is one of the top jurisdictions. So for me, it met all of the check marks.
Thank you. So, speaking about the Metogamy project, you recently announced an updated PEA. What drove that decision, and what should investors look for?
Yeah, so it wasn't an updated PA that we released. We just announced that we are about to commence that process. And so right now, the PEA is from 2023, so nearly 3 years old. It's pretty old. It doesn't reflect the Braceneck mine, which is going to add another 3 to 3.5 years of production. And it reflects old metal prices and a much higher capex. So we're going to significantly bring down the capex. It'll be less than a 3-year payback, and it's going to have a really, already a profile of around 13 years of mine life ahead of us. And so when you think about that, Glencore never had more than that much production profile in front of the entire time that they were in operation. So, not only do we have that pipeline, but we continue to have, we have other targets that, with minimal drilling, we could put that into the eventual line plan, because we see this being just of what we know now around a 17 to 20-year mine life. And so I think that this is probably one of the most undervalued stocks that's out there right now.
Absolutely. And you did mention Glencore. So since your announcement with Glencore during PDAC, company's been full steam ahead. What do you think the market is missing about Nuvau?
Well, I think that because we didn't own the property 100%, there might have been some thought out there of, they need to further de-risk that aspect of the company. And now that we own it 100%, we're not limited to what we could do before. So prior to that, we weren't allowed to drill gold. We were limited to what and where we could drill. And so that really sort of hindered that massive expansion process. And I talked about less than 5% of the property being explored for gold less than 5% of it being explored for base metals and never explored for gold. Now I was at the precipice of being able to explore all of those opportunities now that we own it 100%. And so, yes, we only just announced that March 2nd. We have 11 million in the bank, so that could bring us up until Q1 2027. We've got the drill turning as of 2 days ago. We're going to announce another exploration plan that's coming up here in terms of what that looks like and all the exploration upside, because, we just recently drilled a gold target because now we finally can. And I think that we may be on to something there. So we'll have some news out in the coming weeks on that also.
Awesome. Yeah, looking forward to it. Just like you said, you're mobilizing your drills, full exploration program ahead. What are your goals for this program?
Yeah, a big part of it is being able to generate news, keep investors excited. So it was for us important to be able to add that second drill, which is going to come in about a month. But we do have the one rig out there now. And I think that also we're looking to expand our team in terms of adding that expertise, that exploration expertise, both on the board level and on the technical level in the field, given the massive size of this property, and having a really good understanding and being able to have a view of what the potential is here, prioritizing these targets. Because one thing I will say on this, with a property package that big, I mean, we have 80 targets. So it's now, let's refine them and let's draw what gives us the best chance to expand mine life and make gold discovery potential.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much, Christina. I really appreciate your time here.
Thank you for having me.
This is Charlotte Heward on the ground. We'll see you next time.